hate cables. Hate cables. Okay. Cables. Stop it. No. This is turning out to be the longest, dumbest intro at New Record Day. All right. We did it. Home run. We did it. There we go. That's it. So, for the 13 people that are interested in what I have to say about headphones or IEMs, let's chat about Advar. And even more, these little guys, which are a clever little addition to any IEM on the planet that has detachable cables that makes them wireless. Hi-Fi, where have you been my entire life? So before we get rolling, this review is being sponsored by Advar Cable, who not only has you covered with any kind of cable connection on the planet, but does indeed carry a wide range of headphones, headphone amplifiers, and even handles Meze products as well. While they're not responsible for sending me out these headphones or the Hi-Fi Go Pods, they are indeed a one-stop shop for anything that your audiophile heart desires. So, take a minute and bookmark Advar Cable, and a massive thanks for sponsoring today's show. Getting straight into it, not only does Advar excel in terms of sound quality, but it also flaunts an elegant construction. Its stainless steel chassis is finished with black aluminum and copper accents, exemplifying Meze Audio's commitment to both sonic excellence and aesthetic appeal. Advar is accompanied by an MMCX silver-plated copper cable terminated in a 3.5mm jack. For those seeking an upgrade, there's an option to acquire balanced cables for an additional $149. Street price for these little guys, for the Advars, comes in at $700, and I know that's not cheap, but I'm going to get this out of the way right now. $700 is a lot of money to spend for an IEM, but these are probably my favorite IEM that I have ever spent time with. It is a single driver IEM regardless of the price point. As for the Hi-Fi Go Pods, these little headphone amplifiers have a built-in DAC and are all that you need to take a wired IEM and transform them into a wireless experience. These are a little bit clunky and they do take some time to get used to, but I found this to be a clever little addition, making the Advars easy to enjoy anywhere that I go. The connections and the tap controls on the units are easy to remember, and best of all, the battery life lasts up to 7 hours, which is pretty dang impressive. The Go Pods do come with this nice little charging dock and multiple connectors for all different types of IEMs, so there is no need to worry about if this thing is going to be compatible with whatever IEM that you have laying around. As for the build quality of Advar, they are excellent, and the overall assembly is nothing short of flawless and seamless. The MMCX cable connectors are notably sturdy, and the male sockets of the cable sit snugly, constituting a true MMCX connection. The nozzle area is meticulously assembled, and the wax filter on the tip attests to the high quality construction. So yeah, Advar is indeed built like a tank, and let's get real, at the asking price, well, they should be, but how they sound is what we really want to know, and keep in mind all of these impressions are using them with the Hi-Fi Go Pods, so remember that in context. I did also try Advar wired and running them through the Enlium Amp 23R, and everything across the board was better. I mean, everything was better. Bass was more controlled, mid-range was more fleshed out and precise, and the top end sounded sweeter. But that little amplifier is $6,500, and it makes everything that you plug into it sound better. What my gut tells me is that most would want to know how these Advars sound in practical situations, so that's what today's quick rundown is all about, using them with the Go Pods. I can confidently say that for a sub $1,000 IEM featuring a single dynamic driver, the Advar represents the pinnacle of IEM bass performance. That is to say, it supplies bass when needed while maintaining meticulous restraint. It delivers ample rumble, textured richness, and precise definition. Remarkably, despite its dynamic driver configuration, the Advar keeps the bass meticulously separated from the mid-range, a feature that is genuinely impressive. And as far as I'm concerned, Meze has hit the sweet spot with Advar's bass, with lower frequencies boasting outstanding resolution, detail, and texture. The balance between mid-bass and sub-bass is impeccable, and the transition from mid-bass to mid-range is seamless. Overall, folks, I couldn't identify even one weakness in Advar's bass performance, and that, for me, is saying a heck of a lot. The bass on Advar is perfect, especially for one tiny little driver, a little IEM. You pop them in your ears, and guess what? You have perfect bass, just like that. The mid-range on Advar is interesting. It exhibits a laid-back and perhaps diffused sounding experience. I don't really consider it a problem and prefer this presentation more than something that's going to be forward or in your face. To my ears, the Advar's midband is silky smooth and offers up a softer timbre, which I tend to enjoy more for long listening sessions. The human voice sounds real, it sounds correct, and at no point did I find myself bothered by anything in its mid-range capabilities. At the same time, while perhaps on the softer side of presentation, don't think for a second that Advar is boring, because it's not. Its transparency and exceptional detail is all part of the presentation as well, and comes with the good news that none of the details are going to lead to listening fatigue. It's worth noting that some listeners may desire a mid-range that's closer or more up in front of your face, featuring more attack and aggression to infuse the music with heightened energy and emotion. I get that if that's the kind of sound that you're into. However, that's not what the Advar does. For me, the Advar's mid-range is so effortlessly expansive, creating a natural ambience. And that is, it's somewhat laid back and it's somewhat diffuse sounding, but it also ended up being what locked me into Advar's sound signature, and it kept me listening to track after track. Come to think about it, this particular quality, above all else, is what I found most captivating about these little IEMs. The high frequencies of Advar exhibit remarkable extension, showcasing an impressive capacity for detail and, most notably, exceptional articulation. I must admit that I was taken back by this, as I didn't anticipate this level of precision and separation in a single driver that's covering so much information at the exact same time. Like the mid-range, the overall tone of the top end is indeed smooth for the most part, but also sounds very clean and controlled. Decay in the time domain is a breeze to hear, and all of the cymbal hits sound ballsy, bell-like, and ring out naturally without any kind of snake's hissing being tossed in for grins and giggles. In terms of timbre, the Advar demonstrates the same level of excellence as the mid-range. The treble is well-defined and expansive, yet it remains comfortably non-aggressive. Highs boast outstanding transparency and resolution, and their positioning on the stage is meticulously separated from the mid-range. The bottom line, Advar delivers a highly realistic and finely detailed treble performance, which is nothing short of impressive. So, this one was quick. What else can I say? Being able to take the Advars on the go with the Go Pods, these guys, and leave the cables at home ended up being a no-brainer. When I am on the go and wanting to drown out the noise around me, the Go Pods are a must-have, and I love the fact that any wired IEM that has a detachable cable that comes my way will get the exact same treatment as the Advars. As far as Meze, they keep hitting it out of the park. and are easily one of, if not my favorite brands for headphones. Rumor has it that the Empyrean 2 is being called the best headphone on the planet, and I'm hoping to take a pair of those for a spin next. Until then, grab yourself a set of the Advars and the GoPods, add them to the shopping cart, and I'll see you guys in the next video.